Hey everyone, it's Mindy Hahne, the Midwest premier sports handicapper, coming to you from TonySpix.com and the half of the morning show duo, The Morning Steam with Ramon Scott. But hope you enjoy this free pick video from our show. Be sure to click in the link in the description for our best bets. Now here is the pick.
Started off with the Bulls and the Hornets. In this one, the Bulls going to be a big road favorite here, -9. The total 224.
So can I consider the Hornets to be like hot right now since they're 3-0?
Yes,
Scoring
absolutely.
121. Bulls 1-2 over their last three here. I'm going to take the Hornets today. The hotter team, perhaps. I don't know. Hornets 4-1 against the spread in the last five here. Overall, taking the Hornets today.
Well, had me scrambling looking for injury news because the line had gone up to 9. And yeah, there are some issues on the Hornets, certainly, in this game. Terry Rozier is going to be out. Martin is out. Gordon Hayward's doubtful. Oubre is questionable. Smith Jr. is questionable as well, but it's not all hunky-dory for the Bulls either. Green, Caruso, Drummond, all questionable. So I don't know. The Bulls to me, I don't know about 9.5. Yeah, look, I know Charlotte's been pretty woeful right now, no doubt about it. So probably going to try to agree with you here. I'm thinking, Mindy.
Okay.
I know I know we're going to be on the Charlotte Hornets basically.
We've done it before.
In April, late March here, but I'll take 9 points with Charlotte tonight. Here's the thing: look at the total. You see it there, 224, and these teams kind of go over. I think it kind of helps that to get those near double digits also. So let's take the Hornets tonight. I don't know if anybody in the chat's going to be too hot on the Hornets here, but let's take a look.
Oh, a lot of different. I got over in there,
Angel,
under in there.
Angel likes. Wait a minute. Angels money line first quarter lock not official. How does that happen? This is an unofficial lock. Is that what it is?
Right. Way to skirt out of that one, Angel. Really. Come on.
TJ looks.
He's covering both sides.
Is that under and the Hornets plus the points? Corday says wants to see if Hayward's in there. But again, it's our job here also to kind of anticipate, and I want those 9 points now. We already know yesterday, Mindy we got or was it the day before? We got toasted on one of those days with it must have been the day before because yesterday was kind of a nondescript card. Jokic, right? Jokic was out late in that game, in the game yesterday, and New Orleans led from start to finish. So, and I gave out the under on the show, kind of on the premise of that anticipation. So, Thomas wants Chicago, Jamal Bulls and under, Scotch on the over. This one's all over the place. Don't fade the Bulls, Curtis says. And Dave would not bet the Bulls with anybody else's money. DJ Hornets, yes. All right, we'll take them. 9 points. Get us on this game, Hornets. I'm going to be watching like it's the World Championship game. Hornets, go Hornets.
It's going to be on your main TV, right?
The women's game will be on. Well, yeah.
I was kidding.
Women's ball is going to be on
your main screen.
Yeah, I like these women's games today. Magic and the Wizards. This one's down to a pick'em now, and the total 225.5.
Yeah, so you have the Wizards here that are 7th in field goal percentage at 48%. Magic are 20th right now, 47%. I like the Wizards. They're 6-1 against the spread in their last 7 home games. I think in this kind of pick 'em edge, I'll take the Wizards here at home.
All right, Minnie's going to come in on the Wizards and lay the points here today. I just can't figure this one out. I mean, the move has been it's down to a pick 'em now. So still no Beal, still no Kuzma. there's still some sharp money that's kind of on the Wizards. I don't know what they're, I respect what you're saying, Mindy.
You're like,
Orlando.
I don't think that.
Well, that's 40 plus points out of the starting lineup. Both Beal and Kuzma are out, but I mean it's reflected in the line. Certainly there with a pick 'em. I mean this one had the send out was 4, so that's reflected in the line. Certainly in this one, I'll be on the under here with the Magic and the Wizards for sure. If I'm missing 40 points there, and I don't know if the Wizards have anybody who's going to step up for 30 of it or 25 of it. Let's see who. Here's Chris Thompson wants the Magic. Angel wants the Magic. Thomas will be with you, though, on Washington. And I think that's the thing about the Magic, Angel. They, a young team still playing with some energy. And Jamal Magic and over. TJ on the over here. I'm going under myself. The send out was much higher for sure, but again, you have those players missing. I mean, the send out was like 230.5. I don't think it ever opened anything close to that. Most of the openers were 225-ish, and it's still going down. Butterscotch with me, Curtis on the Magic, Solo's on the Wizards. So, chat's kind of like us, Mindy, kind of mixed in
Mixed
there.
reviews. Yeah.
Looks like a little bit of a lean here to the under by the chat and me, a couple on the over, certainly. So, all right, Mindy on the Wizards, and I'm on the under in this one. The Thunder and Pacers. The Thunder, a 2.5-point road favorite here. The total's going up to 236.5.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those that I don't feel like the Thunder has been playing well on the road as of late. But I think they can go ahead and change that up here against the Pacers. I'm going to take the Thunder on the road minus the 2.5. They are 5-1-2 against the spread on Fridays, Ramon. They're also 5-2 in the last 7 meetings in Indiana. So I'm going to take the Thunder here. I like it a little bit better that the points have gone a little bit to the Pacers' way.
Yeah, no doubt about it. No Halliburton still and no SGA, but this total continues to rise up. Why is that, you guys? I mean, are they just going to play to some wild pace anyway? Here, let's see what you guys are doing in this one here. I think Howard, I think this is I think that's probably the Thunder.
Thunderbolt?
Well, because after lightning, you get thunder. So Curtis does like the over in this one. The steam came in on the over, and I would usually respect it, other than the fact that there's a ton of points missing from the starting lineup with those two hot scorers, SGA and Halliburton. I know we say, oh, it's reflected in the line. Is it? It's gone up to 236. And maybe this is just the way this game is going to play anyways, despite those guys missing. These two teams aren't very good, so I don't know, though. Mindy's on the pace, huh?
No, Thunder.
Thank you. Just listen to Mindy.
Yeah, I mean, I always think the Thunder.
Pay attention, Ramon.
The Thunder's been interesting, because I think I've mentioned it with their team totals just on the road, just haven't really been there. So it's going to be interesting to see how they do. That's kind of what Ramon's been talking about a little bit. But I mean, as for going over this huge total.
Well, that's just it. That's what I have a problem with. So I'm going to go under. Usually this would be kind of the steam that I kind of tail, I mean, I don't know. I mean, like I said, it's art and science, but I do look at line moves. I'm a market watcher. I stare at this screen all day, and when the line starts to move, I'm like, what's going on here? I didn't see any injury news come out. Why is this moving? And, those are sharps and wise guys and all that.
A lot of bricks in this one.
Thomas Lewis just says they're going to play, two young teams just get out there and have some fun. Scotch on the under though. Jamal or uh, this might be OKC and the under. I'm not sure. Angel says there'll be no defense. He's going on the over. And a couple props in there with Dave and Angel. Right. Here's the thing, Corday, right? I mean, we liked the Thunder all season when they were getting points on the road or getting points at home. Now they're favored, even against the Pacers team missing their star. Remember, Oklahoma City's missing their star as well. So, and the Thunder, we know the Thunder is hotly entrenched in this playoff situation. So it's an important game for them. And also, that might be why they're favored on the road. Maybe that's Mindy's motivation as well. So I'm going to take the under. Mindy's on the Thunder. I'm on the under. Mindy's on the Thunder.
So who holds the NBA script? It's not Arian Foster again, is it?
Say it again, Mindy.
So who holds the NBA script of who's going to make it in playoffs? Arian Foster? Does he hold all of them or just for the NFL?
Right. Yeah, the NBA. Maybe the referees hold the NBA script.
That could be it.
Yeah, talking about SGA's issue. No, I think it's an ankle. I think he turned his ankle. I think he's sitting with a little bit of an ankle injury, actually, Corday. At least that's what's been on the injured list. I mean, all right. Chris Thompson knows the secrets here. All right, couple plays there for you in that one. Let's take a look at the Raptors and the Sixers. These guys are playing, seems like, quite frequently lately. The Sixers are 5-224.5. So it's gone down a little bit here.
I'm going to go ahead and take the Raptors today. They are 6-0 in their last 6 games here. Looks like they've been taking a little bit of the money. I think I had it at -6 early on today. Raptors are 3-0, putting up 112 a game here. I think they can get it done today, especially with the points. I'll take them +5.
All right, Mindy on the Raptors here, plus those points. The move's been on the Raptors. The Sixers are a dynamite home cover, no doubt about it, but maybe not of late. They haven't been so solid with getting numbers. So I'm going to go on the over in this one, Mindy, with Toronto and Philly. You know, let me take a look at something here though, real quick. No, I'm on the over here. I think they're giving me a little bit of a cushion here now. Send out. Let me see what it opened. That's what I wanted to look at. Open as high as 228. Yeah, interesting. Not necessarily.
Yeah, 228. So wow.
Yeah, not necessarily steamed. To the under. You certainly have to consider what will this injury situation be today. But right now, Philly's got a clean injury report. It's just Toronto with several players questionable today. But Mindy's on him. Take the 5 points. The move's been on him. So, not star players certainly on that injury. Well, I say not stars, but you'd have, guys like Trent and Barton. Otto Porter out, but he's been out all season long, right? So who is it? Let's see. What's the latest injuries? Wisekamp, Trent, Barton, and Banton all questionable. All right. I'm on the over in this one. Mindy's on Toronto. And, let's take a look. I might have missed some plays in the chat here. Let's take a look. Corday on the Sixers, Thomas Lewis on Philadelphia, Angel on Toronto, Curtis on the Sixers. Brent thinks Embiid's not on the injury report today, so anything's possible right now. So Butterscotch got to take Toronto and the points. Sixers have not been playing as well, yeah. And maybe the motivation for the Raptors. Here's TJ on the under, but me and Solo are on the over. Howard on the Raptors. Howard's hot. We know Howard's hot.
That's right.
TJ Raptors and over. Jamal 76ers and over. So this one's all over the place with our chat. Corday talking about look ahead spots. Mindy's on Toronto. I'm on the over. All right.
Yep.
Knicks and Cavs. The Cavs are favored by 4. The total is 222. Room 222, if anybody's as old as I am.
I don't know Room 222. I feel like I should get it. I don't know.
You guys will have to Google it.
Is that the one on Netflix, like the series Room 222? Like
I don't know. Was there a remake of Room 222? It was a television show in the 70s, but
oh, okay. Well, I don't know. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and take the over here in this one. 7-1 the Knicks' last 8 road games versus a team with a winning home record. So yeah, going over the total. It looks like it's up a little bit from 221.5 where I had it. So I'll take the over.
All right, Mindy, on the over here, Knicks and Cavs today. All right, Mindy. Yeah, well, Cavs at home, they can score a little bit. And yeah, Howard says no Julius Randle. I would think you're going to be right about that. I mean, that sprained ankle looked bad. No doubt about it. There's a move going on right now, you guys, on this game. What do I have it listed there at 4? It's 3.5 pretty much everywhere right now. This one's on the move. I don't know if it's necessarily injury related. I mean, we don't. Randall's out. That sprained ankle was bad. I thought. He's able to hobble off, but you know how it is when you sprain your ankle and in basketball. Has anybody? I've done it. I don't know.
Yes.
And you feel like you've broken your ankle.
Yes.
And but you can get up and you're like, whoa. So other injuries for the Knicks: Washington out, Derrick Rose questionable, Jeffries out, Cavaliers, Jared Allen doubtful. So that takes away the inside presence. Danny Green out, Neto questionable. So some injury concerns in that game. Mindy's going to be on the over here. And let's see. And here's Corday on the Knicks money line. Thomas is older than me. I figured I was the oldest here. Angel likes the Cavs. I think there was one other. My guy Mobley. The sky's the limit, right, for Mobley. His brother's not bad either, but I think Evan's the man. And, he's just got to work on his offensive game. I mean, there's no doubt he can be a game changer defensively. Fernando's got a soccer lock today, it looks like. Right. Howard says, he wants the Cavs without Randall. I agree. I think this thing's getting a little bit too low. I want the Cavs here. I'm going to lay the 3.5 now. I'll lay the 4 on the screen. That's okay. Curtis says he's got him as a lock. He's got the over as a lock. Boy, he's with Mindy on this one. Knicks are playing good. Gerardo says, here's Jamal, Cavs, and over. Like to thank James here for us. Probably in the wrong room. We got a bunch of gamblers in here, James. Don't think that we haven't prayed once in a while for a winner, but Randall out 2 weeks, yeah, for sure, at least, right? That was a bad sprained ankle. Butterscotch on Cleveland. Cleveland at home. There it is right there at Cavs. Okay. There it is. Corday, he put so much down, he moved the line. Thomas didn't sprain his ankle. He broke his ankle, I think, is what he did.
Yikes.
Angel with the player prop. Cavs over for Thomas. And I agree with Scotch here. Yeah, and the thing about Mobley is a very humble. He's just starting to learn more about himself. He'll be a leader eventually, but right now he's still young and kind of learning the way. But he's starting to mature a little bit. Follow his career. I follow him very, very closely. You guys know that, the Mobley brothers. Okay. All right, here's the Hawks and the Nets. In this one, the Nets are now a dog. Oh, Hawks -1, total 240.5.
Well, I'm usually kind of off the Hawks, but today I'm going to take the Hawks. I did have them at +1 earlier. Looks like now they took the money. They're on the minus side of things, unless I had it wrong. But the Hawks are 6-0 against the spread the last 6 Friday games, Ramon, and 7-3 against the spread the last 10 here, while facing the Nets at home. I'm going to take the Hawks here.
Yeah. In fact, Mindy, you'll want to get on them as soon as you can. I'm showing the Hawks are now up to 1.5 and maybe even 2 at some spots. Definitely on the move here are the Hawks. They are taking more steam. They've already taken some steam, and they're starting to take more right now. Look, there's not a major injury situation in this game that is kind of suggesting that the move beyond the Hawks. Again, Brooklyn, they're the team with the better record. But I mean, after all, it was Kyrie that left them that way. We know that the Nets are not as good right now, but I don't know. I still kind of like the Nets maybe in this one. I won't go against Mindy here, but man, 242.5 with these two. I don't care. I'm going under. Look, maybe it is going to be just a incredible game. 242. It's down to 240.5. What do I have it listed on screen there? 241. I'll go under 240.5 in this one with the Hawks and the Nets. I mean, what are these? Who's? I get it. No defense, whatever. What do you guys got in the chat in this one? Here comes Thomas Lewis on the Nets. Angel says Hawks won last game, so they're going to lose this time.
Win one, lose one. Win one, lose one.
He's taking the Nets. He's taking the Nets. That's Nets. That's Nets. It's not Nats. The Nats aren't playing today. Thomas Lewis on the Nets. And Brent Cook says, yeah, they're and again, I didn't mean to belittle the injury report with DeAndre Hunter questionable. He's certainly an impact, certainly a pretty good player for sure. Jalen Johnson probable though for Atlanta. There's something to consider with him. Mindy, I want to mention too, the Bulls look like they're starting. We talked about them already, and we took the Hornets. Well, hey, you know what? We haven't necessarily put our plays in the back end, and when we get there, we're probably going to be getting 9.5, maybe even 10 points now. The move on the Bulls right now, folks, are taking steam pretty much across the board. The sharp book in Vegas up to 9.5. The book 10 minutes away from me is up to 10. The biggest square book on the internet's up to 9.5. So the move is on the Bulls right now. Back on that game. So here's Brent giving us his numbers on this game. Here's Jamal. Jamal's Hawks and over, but Brent is Hawks and under. Scotch is on the Nets. I don't know what this means, but I like saying underplayed. Played the under. I played the under already is what that says to me.
Yes.
Thomas has got, he's probably on his phone driving or something. And
right. Voice to text.
Be careful. Angel says Hawks on the road trash. You know what? I don't disagree with that. The garbage icon it kind of looks like the handicap icon to me because it's so small, but it's blue. Nets and the over. Fade the Bulls. That's from our Chicago correspondent, but I know it was an earlier game, but I just want to mention that they were taking steam right now. And a couple more comments here. TJ on the under, I believe, in this game. He's with me. He's with me in this one. All right. Keep it going here. We'll be done in no time.
All right.
Jazz and Celtics. The Celtics are favored by 13.5. Total is way down here to 231.5. Wow.
Yeah, what did those Celtics do? That's crazy. The Jazz are 6-0 against the spread here in their last 6 road games. Also, Jazz are 4-1 against the spread the last 5 with the Celtics here. I'm going to go ahead and take the Jazz and those 14 points today. Not so sure they can duplicate that performance yesterday.
Right, it's all about how motivated the Celtics can get. It doesn't look like right now they're doing much motivating to cover big numbers like this. It just feels like to me, even against a team like the Jazz that we know have kind of been, not so much. What's all going on in the chat in this one? Because let's take a look. Angel on the Jazz here. Thomas wants Boston, though. Angel Jazz first quarter money line. Yeah, not the same Boston that was getting out to all the right. Give Boston a lot of credit for yesterday's performance, but could there be a letdown today? I mean, they blistered the Bucks for 3 quarters.
40.
Smashed them yesterday, and the Bucks were, no contest. Anybody read anything into that game as far as the future of the playoffs, or was that just a one-off? Because the Bucks didn't have it, that's for sure. I had the Bucks as a premium, and Flat doesn't begin to tell the story in that one. Terrell concerned about the Jazz and their injuries. Well, yeah, Markkanen is still out. I mean, that's a big deal. Olynyk questionable. Gay, Clarkson, Sexton, all questionable. But again, it's some the motivation factor is what I'm kind of concerned with here. And yeah, I mean, we've seen that total drop. But God, it's hard to go to me under with this matchup. Man, I'm going to go over in Utah and Boston. And Boston, let's give Boston credit. I mean, they certainly looked sharp yesterday. So, a few more comments here. Angel says, Jazz gets it done all the way around. In the game, that wasn't yesterday, though, right? Okay, yeah, no, that was. TJ on the Jazz here. Jamal, Celtics money line. Minus 1,000.
That's it?
1,000 to win 100, Jamal, or 100 to win 10? What's it going to be? Tell us how big a Jamal Jones money line play would be on a team minus 1,000. Thomas Lewis says there'll be defense. Curtis says Boston will do just like the Bucks the night before and a no-show today, and the Jazz will get the cover. Because the Celtics, I mean, could they look at that game yesterday and go, wow, life is good? Butterscotch says, over here with me. Yeah, Celtics at home, they're definitely pretty strong. Buddy Rowalker here today. Nice.
Hello, Buddy Rowe.
Yep. Yeah, Jamal says maybe the Celtics could be taking out their stars. Maybe the Jazz get that back door. Hey, Jazz are a pretty nice road cover, no doubt about it. And Dave said he did not like that performance yesterday by the Bucks and thinks that maybe there is an issue there. So I don't know, Giannis. He had it early. He had it for the first 8 minutes. He looked fine. But I thought they really, they were lackluster for sure. Mindy's on the Jazz. I'm on the over. Lakers and Timberwolves. The Lakers keeping that run going right now, that playoff run. But the Wolves are the team that have taken the steam here today. They're a 1-point favorite. The total 232.
Well, I was going to stick with the hot team here, the Lakers. They're 7-3 against the spread the last 10 here as of late. Both teams 2-1 over their last three. I think the Lakers, though, just kind of have the edge over the Timberwolves, especially like on the boards. I'm going to go here with the Lakers.
I mean, can they keep it going right now? The Lakers seem that to have found something. Even with LeBron back now, they've kind of won a little bit too. So here's let's see here. Curtis on the Wolves. Thanks, Howard. Appreciate you. Angel on the Lakers. Scotch on the Lakers. Angel says Wolves getting back home now. And Thomas says he's on the Wolves tonight. Flat spot for the Wolves. The Lakers need it more, Angel says. And he's not a big Gobert fan.
Right.
Ever since Rudy gave everybody coronavirus, nobody likes him.
Right.
You know, we never would have had the pandemic if he didn't touch the
Yeah.
microphone.
That's right.
That was really crummy the way people treated him, actually, on that. All right. Brent, not a lot of confidence, but he'll take them.
Yeah, I don't think he likes I think he said whenever he bets on the Lakers, they lose. So just don't bet on the Lakers.
Buddy Rowe and I are going to be disagreeing in this one. I got the under, Mindy. I tricked Buddy Rowe there. He's on the over, but I'm on the under. He says go over 232, and tell you what, Buddy Rowe, this total definitely has been going down. So you're getting the best number, no doubt about it, in this one, because it certainly opened higher. And I'm going to just kind of tail that move. I don't think it was a steam under officially, if you will, but I think more so probably just, you look at the injuries in this game, and, there are some definite Anthony Edwards. He's probable, though, but he's a little under the weather. LeBron listed as questionable. I would imagine he'll be in there. And one key injury for the Timberwolves, I think. I mean, we know Cat is probable, but Naz Reid is out of this game. And I think Naz Reid, I mean, talk about a guy about to get paid. Naz Reid. I don't know who. Here's Jamal, Lakers and under. Thomas Lewis is with me on the under. Mindy's on the Lakers. I'm on the under in tonight's Lakers Timberwolves game. Pistons and Rockets now. Here are the Rockets. Hey, Mindy, one of the teams is going to walk out of the Toyota Center with a National Basketball Association victory tonight. I think that's news in itself. So here are the Rockets, a 5.5-point favorite, and the total 229.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, right? One of these teams will finally get a win. But I don't know. I just don't think there'll be much scoring. That's kind of how I'm going to take a look at this. I'm going to go under the total here in this one. Both teams 0-3. Only putting up about 106 points a game. Going under the total.
Yeah, Steam came in on the under. I'm on the under. Let's take it. We need another play. I like the under with these two teams. I don't know, does anybody? We talked about the game with the Thunder and the Pacers. Now, granted, those teams maybe are a little bit better, certainly, but what are these two teams just going to have a run and gun field day out there because they're young teams that suck and don't play any defense? I don't know, but certainly Detroit has some players out right now. They're kind of playing a pretty thin roster. The Rockets are in a little bit better shape. Maybe that's why they're, favored in this game. I think I would kind of favor the Rockets here, but who wants to lay points with either of these teams, no matter where they play the game? I guess the chat's interested in this game.
Right. Look at all of the, comments. It's like the chat is just exploding.
Thomas Lewis, Detroit. TJ's on the under with us. Curtis has got a lock here on Houston.
All right.
Corday
There you
says
go.
Rockets over. Pardon me. Fernando on the Rockets. That kind of looks like those old,
Bomb
yeah, the red, white,
the popsicles.
and most of the comments are making fun of the game. So okay.
Right.
And Jamal says he'll take the under. Yeah,
Well, good. Consensus. Look at us go.
yeah, 229. That sounds pretty good. Especially since I had it at 224.
There you go. Perfect.
So hey, wherever we can get it,
226.
wherever we can get it at this point. And we did have the over on the show yesterday, Mindy, with Boston and Milwaukee. It didn't look like it was going to get there kind of at the end, and then all of a sudden,
Just a little.
well, yeah, because it was a blowout. So you're like, oh no, how am I going to get
Right.
there? There's only a minute left in the game, and we're stuck at two. What was it like?
And Steph Curry's not playing.
229 or something, and then boom, 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 and all of a sudden it was like at 242 or whatever it ended up at. So TJ says under is the play. Let's take a look at the next game here. The Clippers and the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies are a 5.5 point favorite.
Man, I keep
No,
on trying.
it's 6.5. I'm sorry, Mindy. It's up to.
Okay. I keep trying to get on the Grizzlies team, and they seem to let me down all the time. So I'm going to go Clippers here today. They're 10-4 against the spread in their last 14 road games here. They're putting up 125 a game. Grizzlies 122. Clippers just defeated the Grizzlies, right? 141-132 in Memphis with Westbrook scoring 36 in Covington with 27. I'm going to go Clippers here. Plus points.
All right, yeah, and you're getting 6.5 now. The total that I had on there, I either that was a send out or a typo. Just ignore it. Mostly 235s out there. I whiffed on the Clippers last time because I'm always interested if Kawhi's in or out. He's questionable right now. We know Paul George currently out. So Memphis, got some reserves, definitely on the injured list, but lots of probables, including Desmond Bane, probable for the game here. So, Mindy, you said Grizz?
No, I said Clippers. They, just took out the Grizzlies 141-132. I'm going to be on the Clippers here again.
Okay. Mindy on the Clippers plus the 6.5. All right, let's take a look. Memphis over here. Oh, gosh, that's troublesome for me, I think. Curtis likes the over. Oh, no, because I was thinking, okay. I like it. Curtis got me thinking now all of a sudden. I might just roll with Kurt. I was kind of hot and cold. I just butterscotch on the Clippers with you. The Angels fading everyone. Fade the public. Brent gives his numbers out here. Might be seeing a move come in on the next game. I might wait here. I'm seeing the screen starting to light up.
Uh-oh.
Everyone betting the
We're just
Grizz.
talking about it.
Not Mindy, Hahne. My man Norman Powell. He said, my man Norman Powell is back. So that's always a good thing. Yes. My guy. And Corday here. All right. Well, I was hoping to see if I could wait for this move. Okay, by the way, so maybe I better make a move here. I'm gonna go with Corday. Or no, I mean, who was it? Gonna go with Curtis here. I'm on the over. Clippers and Memphis. Let's see if Kawhi gets in the lineup. I'll be doomed if he's in, but I'm gonna take the over. Say he doesn't play. in this one. All right. Couple more here. Jamal Clippers and the points. All right. All right. Well, I don't necessarily have official steam move here. We do see movement right now, though. The move is coming in. It is going to be steam, I believe. We shall see. But right now, Mindy, this line has moved to 14. Look, some places opened this one 12 and a half. Some opened at 17. They had no idea what they were doing. Right now, it's 14, pretty much. The move is maybe on Portland a little bit. Portland's signing guys off the street right now, though.
Yeah, I mean, they just can't score, right? I mean, I don't know. It's just one of those they just can't score. Kings are, on the other hand, are scoring. I think the Kings will just take it to them. I'm going to take the Kings here. They are 8-1 against spread the last 9 road games here as well. I hate these big points, but Kings are good enough to get it done here.
Well, we did it. We did it last time, or you did it last time. I don't remember if we did, but King got that big number. Let's see here. Curtis likes the over here. I think I can get behind that. Thomas Lewis on the Kings. I'll be on the Kings with you. Let's roll with the Kings.
Okay.
Angel Reyes says they're shining guys from the rec center. They really are. They really are. The last guy they signed was, I think, out of the league. They signed a guy last night. It was, I believe, out of the league. So, going to take him here and lay the big number. Too bad for Portland. It's ended like this with a thud a little bit, but Jamal and the Kings, they're just getting blown out right now. So, I agree. Might be a big night for the Kings, even though they're on the road. They might put up a big number here. We're on the Kings minus 14 points on the road. Wow.
Ugh.
Doesn't sound like something.
What are we doing, Ramon? What are we doing?
Yeah. Well, Portland has probably moved to the, with all due respect to the Pistons and the Rocket, right? Portland, not talking about overall record. I'm just talking about at this very second, I think Portland's probably the worst team in the league. Spurs and Warriors. Warriors a gigantic favorite here, minus 17.5. It's funny because, Kerr, Pop, they're good buddies. So, maybe there's not a blowout. Why do the Warriors need to blow out the Spurs, Mindy?
Well, I mean, this one's a tough one. I mean, we've had to play this one throughout the season here. Warriors 2-1 now, scoring 112. Spurs 0-3, scoring 103. The Warriors, they play really good at home, but they haven't beaten anyone by 17 or 16.5, whatever. I'm going to take the Spurs here and the points.
Mindy, why are you taking the points? You could be like Angel, and he's taking the plus 1,000 for a quarter.
Right.
For $25, to win 250.
Right. I mean, I could.
Yeah.
Huh.
The Warriors got steam, no doubt about it. Up from 15.5 here. So Mindy says maybe what I'm thinking, right? You got Kerr and Pop. They're good buddies. We don't need to blow these guys, out of the water. They could. I don't see any
Well, that's
reason
the thing
why.
is this Warriors team, they just don't let off the gas. Like when they're up, they're up 15 and they're still just out there, launching threes from half court. It's just one of those. It's just, that's the only thing that always worries me about this Warriors team is they just don't take their foot off the gas, it seems to me. They don't use any clock. They just whatever.
I'll be on the over in this one for sure. At what, 242? Seems outrageous, but I think might get there. I'll go over 242 in this one, and figure they, not too interested in necessarily some defense. They don't need to. All right, Mindy's on the Spurs. I'm on the over here. All right, last one, Mindy, Nuggets and Suns. And the Suns are up to a 9.5 point favorite now. This one opened much, much lower. You know what that means? We just saw Jokic missed the game last night with a calf injury. What would make you think that he could uh, get in the lineup tonight? And also, Jamal Murray is doubtful for this one. So, big move here on the Suns. Looks like the Nuggets content at this point. A little resty rest as well. What do you got?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I still think the Nuggets can give them a hard time, no matter who's in the lineup. Durant. I think he's going to have trouble getting back up to steam. He's 5 for 18 shooting. I'm going to go ahead and take the Nuggets here, plus the big points.
Okay, yeah, you're getting bonus points here for sure in this one. So let's see here. Terrell's going to be Warriors third quarter. He's ready. He thinks he'll come out firing in the second half. Oh, I'm sorry, wrong. We're on the left. Sorry about that, guy. Curtis on the over here in this one. Steam's on the under. It opened 233. It's down to 236. I see this one going only one way, and that's under. This is one where you got to respect the move, but I always respect Curtis when he has a lock.
What did you say the total is on this one right now?
Is the total right now, Mindy?
26. Okay. I thought you said 236. My fault.
No, but it was 233, as high as 233, and there's no doubt it was as high as 233 on the overnight. That was before, Jokic out, Jokic questionable, and, again, Jamal Murray also out of this game. So Butterscotch, though, likes Denver with you. Angel Reyes says the Suns. Thomas Lewis on Denver. Fernando on Denver.
Chicken nuggets and barbecue sauce.
And Corday on the under. Me and Corday are together in this one. I like the under in the Nuggets and the Suns. Thomas says Jokic gets back in the lineup tonight. I don't know. I think seeing it 9.5 is the indicator to me that he will not be in the lineup. I know Murray's out too, so maybe that's why you got the factor of questionable. So what I would say, though, to Thomas is if he does think and he does feel strongly about it, to play it now, get this 9.5, because once Jokic is ruled in the lineup, it's going to go down to probably 8.5, 8, maybe even 7.5, I would think. Thank you, Scotch. They hate when I say this over on the, our boss, but Scotch can just take over now. He's just basically quoted what I just said, but he was typing it in before I said it, so he knew exactly what we were talking about. I've not had Arby's fish.
Arby's fish nuggets?
No, I think it's a fish sandwich, but
okay.
I don't know. I mean, when I go to Arby's, I get a I like beef and cheddar, or I just get an Arby's melt, add bacon, because I like the onion roll, but sometimes I like with sesame seed bun. So I'll order it's called an Arby's melt. It's kind of like one of those, what do they call it, Mindy, when it's not on the menu, the secret menu?
Yeah, secret.
You won't find it on the little board, but if you say Arby's melt, you're going to get sesame seed bun, you're going to get beef piled high, and you're going to get cheddar cheese sauce. No red sauce. I don't mind the red sauce either, but I don't get it normally. So
gotcha. Huh.
There's some food talk. Oh, Corday. Ooh, Corday is going cordon bleu. Cordon bleu.
Yeah, I usually go for
very high level.
The French dip. That's what I like.
And Buddy Rowe with a late play here on Suns first half. So it's funny how some people are totally anti-RB, but I don't know. I think pretty good.
So thanks for watching, and make sure you get over to the Tony'sPicks.com website right now and check out our All Cappers tab, where you can purchase some of our own personal picks. And be sure to go ahead and use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20%. Okay, have fun. Watch another video. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.